mentioned, is going to be able to turn the tides in his favor with this first game starting on Smashville.
I believe we are now in Lucius, by the way.
Okay.
So this matchup is it's interesting because on the one hand, Wario, Wario in general kind of struggles against characters with really good aerial mobility, which Yoshi has the best. And also just, he has the hitboxes. He can just kind of press buttons on Wario, and Wario can't really do much. That being said, I have never beaten a single Wario in tournament for the entirety of my Smash career. So I think the matchup's like 70-80, like 20 Yoshi can't win.
Fair enough.
Because otherwise, it can't just be me. It can't just be that I'm bad at the matchup.
No. It must be the matchup. Well, I'm not even going to pretend to know what either of these two characters can do to the other. However, right now, it looks like Yoshi has a bit of a better time, just given the percents. Lucius still needs to find this kill, though.
That's the big thing. Like I said before, how you need to two-stock Wario in order to beat him. I really think that's especially true in this matchup because of the fact that Yoshi can struggle to kill. And Wario, if he wants to survive, he can certainly do so. Oh, but pops out with the side B. I do not think that was sort of the best call. And Lucius taking the first stock and going for a little bit of a party celebration.
Yeah. If you're looking at the camera, the player cam, Munel was really just kind of mashing buttons to get out of that egg. And I think Lucius may have just kind of noticed that, or at the very least assumed that he would, and just went for that down B, a quick, easy kill. Munel now going to try to have to get this kill. Picks up the bike.
We're seeing a lot of this aggression from Lucius, maybe a little bit too much, as he hasn't been able to get any solid hits onto Munel, whereas Munel has been racking the percent on. Oh, that was so good, just waiting for him to hit the bike and punishes accordingly.
Tries to catch the landing there with that forward tilt, but he's not going to get it. Now Munel really has got to deal with this Yoshi. Back air going to do it.
And now we are in that situation where full waft is live. And Yoshi, one of the reasons why I personally struggle at the matchup is because as a Yoshi player, you have to be aware of what options your opponent is going to be looking for to kill, because surviving is so important. But waft is just weird. He has ways of comboing into it for sure, the neutral airs, the footstool setups. But in general, you're not really. It just comes out and surprises you. So you just have to be mindful and play around it, even though you don't necessarily know exactly when or why it's going to come out.
Yeah, Munel, he's actually doing a great job threatening Lucius without using that waft. I think a lot of times newer Warios, oftentimes on their second stock, risky up B, will go for their waft really early and kind of throw away a game that they didn't need to. But Munel is saying, I can play this matchup without waft. It's just another option I have. Oh, no.
Oh, he got out of there fine. Eats the up air, but he's still living. At this point, though, he's put on the stage. I'm surprised that we haven't seen the waft at all.
Oh, I was expecting a waft there.
Oh, and there it was. He tries to punish the higher recovery. Then neutral air going to kill, though, and you can see him nodding his head a little bit.
I love Munel's sense of style, the flannel with the rose on it.
Ooh.
It's pretty.
Who invited him to prom?
Yeah, for real.
In terms of adjustments that need to be made, I mean, Lucius definitely did a good job right there of, just pressing his advantage. But if I had to speculate, it might have been that pressure was just too great, and that's why Munel wasn't really able to set himself up for a waft kill.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that really that was the difference. That waft was the difference between winning and losing. And he had a lot of percent on Lucius, so I could see this game going completely different, though Lucius perhaps sees it going different in a different direction. 75% on Munel here. Not even sure what has changed. Lucius just seems to have a much stronger juggle game this time around, catching the landings, and now, yeah, Munel getting that up air.
They're taking a lot of time trying to approach. Oh, right, reads the air dodge, but that Wario drift is not to be underestimated. I'm liking Lucius's movement. You notice that he's doing a lot of these like running back and forth, even getting the skid animation, because it just helps him space where he needs to be. Like that.
Double jab, not gonna combo in anything. Now Munel's at the ledge. Oh, gonna get a nice little grab there to turn the situation around. What does he want here? Nothing. I love when Yoshi tries to throw the bike, he puts it on his back.
Aww.
He's trying his best. It's a heavy man.
He's got T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
He can't carry things with his little
Oh wait, you're right. Yeah. Aw.
That's how a real T-Rex would carry a motorcycle.
Yeah, we put it on his back. Oh wow, Lucius going
he's
really
dead.
deep. You knew.
Yeah, no, I knew. The second I saw him accidentally get the B reverse on his egg throw. Woohoo! Yeah, Munel gives a bit of a smirk there. But honestly, if you were, this is not exactly just like, oh, one stock apiece, because Waft is live now.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a little bit of a difference in between these two situations of 2 stocks apiece versus 1 stock apiece. However, Munel, without rage, he's going to have to do a little bit of damage before that full Waft is going to start killing.
Less damage than you'd think.
Like right now,
Yeah.
it's capable of doing the job.
Especially if he combos into it.
Yeah. Oh, forward throw? Okay. See, if I'm Munel, I'm not only going for Waft right now. Because you're only at 60%. You're not going to die to anything Yoshi has right now. Unless you get edge guarded.
I mean, at the same time, there's actually a very interesting sort of...
Oh, up air.
Oh!
Yes!
Go! That was not what I was expecting. Everybody throwing their head back and laughing. That was perfect, actually. I've never seen that before, and I was just like, wait, wow, he didn't kill, but how could he close it out?
I tried to call out an up air because I was expecting that's what he was going to go for, but instead he goes right for the up B. Really ballsy option.
Why is up B killing so much hyper than anything else?
Because he's so far up there. Here. He does the waft. He's here. He goes up. And then he's up there. It's crazy. We're going to go into Game 3 now on Battlefield. Interesting choice from Lucius. We haven't seen a whole lot of stages that aren't Town and City or Smashville. So I like to hear it. I like to see it.
Okay, there's tons of damage right now coming out from Lucius. Look at that triple up air, and still not really able to get back down to the ground. You know, finally finding his way back to neutral, but yeah, you gotta be not too happy about everything that just occurred there.
That's a nice little bite. Munel taking a lot of percent, as you said. Looking pretty bad for him. 111, and now he's off stage. Lucius not getting that down tilt.
Oof, but he turns that situation around on him, and that was so good. The last hit of down air, I'm not sure whether that was true. It can be, in fact. With auto-cancel down air, you get the very last hit, and it can pop the opponent up for a up air follow-up in order to kill.
Yeah, now Munel has his work cut out for him. Lucius at 88%. He's close to kill percent if we're not talking about Waft. And so, all right, there we go, 101. Now Munel might start looking for a kill. He wants to even this up so that he has that second stock to play with.
Yeah, and this is where the idea of like you have to 2-stock Wario in order to beat him. Despite the fact that that was a crazy early lead for Lucius, right now, one good read from Munel, like a back end to the edge of the stage, or just continue putting on damage until forward throw will take it. That's all he really needs. Oh, that possibly could have been it. But as it stands, he ends up taking a little bit more damage here, and considering the cutback he has ahead of him, every bit of damage is going to matter.
Yeah. I like Lucius getting out of that egg, that egg roll. I don't think that's exactly what he was expecting. But he makes sure to cancel it quickly. That back air out of shield was great from Munel. 21% after he took that, after he lost his first stock at about 50.
That bike bouncing up and down quite a few times. And just like that, Munel actually takes the lead. Ends up dropping it just a moment later, but I don't think you can... I can't believe he didn't waft there. I don't know whether that wasn't true, but at the very least, waft is something that Lucius has to be careful about. Look at all this damage
what a
right
combo.
out of the gate.
Munel even, or Lucius actually reeling back in his seat. Impressed by his own combo, I think. Now, though, he's going to have to watch out for this bike. That can set up for a waft really easily.
Oh, he's trying to play around the platforms. I do like that, especially now that he has the lead.
He's definitely not going to time him out. However, playing around these platforms does put the Otis on Munel to approach.
Well, the thing is, he's being mobile on the platforms.
Exactly.
Because the thing is that Wario actually has a great way of challenging people on platforms with his bite.
So he's got to be mobile, as you were saying.
Yeah. The issue is like Wario actually catching this Barney dinosaur. Which we still have waft as a factor, by the way. Like, don't forget about that. Although, honestly, at this percent, half waft is probably better. Because, so there are trade-offs to waft and half waft. Like, waft is a little bit...
Oh,
he does it!
No!
And he pops off and walks behind him. I wasn't expecting it. I don't think anybody was expecting it. Keeping it in the back. It got turned into like the, it was relegated to the depths of the hippocampus, stored in long-term memory, and all of a sudden, boom, that turnaround, ending it so quick.
Genius. Munel he knows that, you were talking about the difference between half and full waft. One of them is that full waft sends you very